Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Shoe City Scoop. I'm your host, Mayor Bill Carpenter. A little something different this week. We're out on remote broadcasting from the DW Field Golf Club where I'm joined by the head golf pro, Brian Matos. Brian, finally, after a long winter that went a lot longer than we wanted, the golf course is open for business.
It's been a long winter, and finally seeing golfers out here like today.
Well, we've got a lot of exciting news and updates to talk about, to inform the viewers about. And Brian, I think perhaps one of the biggest changes that folks here in the city need to know about is that we now have prime time Saturday and Sunday morning tee times available.
7 days a week we're available. You can also book now on golfnow.com, or you can call the shop 7 days in advance. We have morning tee times on Saturday and Sunday, which I think is a great thing for outsiders and Brockton residents. Let everybody come over and play DW Field.
And this is a departure from past policy, so for those golfers out there that operate under the assumption that this is a great course, but you can't get on here on a Saturday or Sunday morning, that's just not the case anymore. All of the Saturday and Sunday morning tee times have been opened up. And you also alluded to the fact, the change in policy, that you can now book your tee time up to 7 days in advance. So, if you're making plans, whether it's with your golf buddies, your kids, whoever it may be, on Monday or Tuesday, you can be making your plans for the following weekend and get a guaranteed tee time on a Saturday or Sunday morning. Now, golfnow.com, that's a dramatic improvement. Here at the DW Field Golf Club, you've never had online booking of tee times. And that's brand new. So how exactly does that work, Brian?
You sign up on golfnow.com and you pick under the Boston section, and DW Field will pop up, and you just click on that. And they ask you what day you want, what time you want, how many players, and you just click on it. So it's very easy. And
in real time, that immediately reserves the tee time. So once it's guaranteed, when they guarantee it online that that tee time has been booked, it's already been in your system, and you've got that tee time locked on.
Right.
So that's golfnow.com to book your tee times online here at DW Field Golf Course. And coming soon, I guess we can tease it a little bit, there will be a new web page for the golf course itself coming online soon. And once we have that up and running and linked with the city's new website, you'll be able to book your tee times directly online right on the DW Field Golf Course website. So for right now, immediately, golfnow.com, but hopefully within the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be able to launch the 2 new websites, and then you'll be able to go right on to the DW Field Golf Course website and book your tee time there. Brian, I think one of the many reasons why folks come here to this course is its affordability. Golf is, it's a great sport, great recreation. It's not cheap. It costs a little money to play golf, and I think this year the city and the Parks and Recreation Commission made the decision to hold the line on the greens fees. So the greens fees this year remain the same. And for a regulation 18-hole golf course, there's no other course in the area that offers greens fees as low as DW.
We have a great rate on the weekends. It's $48 with a golf cart, or $32 to walk before noon. After noon, we even get better. We go to $35 with a golf cart. So if you like to ride, $35 on a Saturday or Sunday it's hard to beat. You're not going to beat that deal.
And you can walk for even less.
You can walk for $27 afternoon.
So for the younger golfers that have the younger legs in the tighter pocketbooks, they can get out here and you can walk on the weekend after one for $27, and then $32 or $48 with the card on Saturday and Sunday mornings. And there are no 18-hole regulation courses in the area with that kind of greens fee, particularly with cart price. So first-class golfing available here at very affordable rates. And there still are some season passes available for seniors and 5-day passes.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that, Brian?
The senior resident, 65 or older, is $750, and that gets you Monday through Friday, any time of the day.
Wow, unlimited all season, golf. Monday through Friday. So for the retirees out there, for the retirees that play regularly, a fraction of what the price would be to pay the individual greens fees.
It's a great deal. We also offer a junior membership, $200 during the summer, Monday through Friday, unlimited play also.
Wow. And that's very inexpensive. And I think one thing, I know you've had the programs in the past, Brian, but I think we're hoping to expand the junior golf program
Yes,
here
we
this
are.
year to create some opportunities for young people to learn how to play the game of golf.
We're looking to have a few clinics during the summer for any Brockton resident that would like to learn golf. I'm going to have Tuesday morning
Oh, really?
clinics.
Wow.
So it's
Well, that would
open
be
to
great.
anyone, and the cost is free.
Really?
So that'll
Tough to
make
beat that price. Tuesday mornings, so I can sneak out of City Hall on a
Yes.
couple
You'll
Tuesday
be able to
mornings.
come up
See,
here and-
see if you can resurrect my game.
Yes.
I played when I was younger. I stopped playing probably about 15 years ago just because I don't have the time. But perhaps I could use this as an excuse
We'll get you
to
back out
sneak
there.
out on the course once in a while here. I could claim that I'm inspecting the conditions or checking on the operation. There's got to be an angle in there somewhere. So Brian, the course is open, running, tee times available.
Times available.
Particularly on the weekends, the Saturday and Sunday mornings are available again. Now, you've run some specials in the past. Once you get into the season, will folks look forward to seeing some specials again?
Yes, we're going to run now something new this year is a senior golf special, Monday through Friday, any time of the day, $30 with a golf cart.
Really?
Really.
Wow.
That's a great deal.
And
We're
that's
hoping to
and that's a new
attract
deal.
some-
This
that's
yeah.
a brand new deal. For the people that are under 65, it'll be Monday through Friday after noon time. They'll be able to ride for $30.
Wow. You
So,
can't
or
beat that.
27 to walk.
Yeah. So for those that might be able to sneak out of work a little early in the afternoon, go out for lunch and
Right.
disappear with the golf bag for $30 over
Right.
here and get in 18 and with the ride to go around.
Yep.
So again, what's the phone number, Brian, for folks who would want to book a tee time the old-fashioned way by calling you?
508-580-7855.
580-7855. And tee times available, golfnow.com, and watch for the new website coming soon also, which will allow folks to book tee times directly on the site. And the course is open, it's beautiful, and it's time to get out here and play golf. Brian, thanks so much for stopping by on
welcome.
Shoe City
Thank
Scoop,
you.
and look forward to a great golf season here at the DW Field Golf Course.
Me too.
Hi, I'm Bill Carpenter, Mayor of the City of Brockton. It's been a long, tough winter. As we welcome the arrival of spring, we are also faced with the appearance of potholes. Due to the snow, ice, and freezing temperatures, this will be a particularly tough season. That's why I have established the Mayor's Pothole Hotline and the Mayor's Pothole Response Team. Residents can now report potholes directly to us by calling 508-897-1306. Again, that's 508-897-1306. I've created a pothole response team to respond to these reports. We'll be working as hard as we can to repair potholes as soon as we can. Please know that we are assigning all available personnel and resources to tackling the pothole problem. If you're aware of a potentially dangerous pothole, please report it to us at 508-897-1306. Please know that we are expending all available personnel and resources to tackling the pothole problem. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Welcome back to Shoe City Scoop. I'm Mayor Bill Carpenter. We're broadcasting this week on remote from the DW Field Golf Course, where the course is open. The golfers are out on the course playing, and I'm joined now by the City of Brockton Superintendent of Parks, Tim Carpenter. And Tim, who was a little bit of a late opening this year, the talk about the weather not cooperating, we thought winter would never end.
Yeah, it was, we'll call it an extended winter.
Yeah.
You know, as a matter of fact, we had some snow last week in the middle of April, which was crazy. It was a tough winter. We had some snow cover, which helped out, but we did get a little damage out there due to the windiness of the winter,
Yeah.
actually. You get a little bit of desiccation out there. So at this point, like you say, the golf course is open. It is sort of still early spring conditions out
Yeah.
there. You know, things are a little bit wet as the frost comes out of the ground and before the rain's able to soak in. But the golf course in general came through the winter really, really well. I was pleased with how the greens came out of the winter, which is always, sort of the most important part of a golf course.
Yep. So when you're first opening the course at the beginning of the season, particularly after a long winter that we had this year, what are the biggest challenges? What are the first things you have to face to get the course playable?
Well, the first thing is the condition of the greens. You always want to try and firm them up before you can let golf out.
Yeah.
Because any damage that we do this early in the year will be there until June, July, which is your prime time. You don't want to have damaged greens at that point. So the challenge is really making sure the greens are suitable to be played on. And then your next challenge is the condition of the fairways as the frost leaves the ground. A lot of times you'll struggle with very soft fairways, and that sort of inhibits getting carts out there. Which might mean some people...
Also takes about 30 yards off my drive.
Well,
yeah.
Right,
Because I count on a long roll at the end.
We're still playing winter rules. Winter rules. So that's the next challenge you face is making the golf course accessible to everyone. And so getting carts out there can be a challenge this early in the year.
And I guess to a certain extent you are at the mercy of the weather. I mean, I would think as the superintendent overseeing the golf course, a lot of what you're doing is reacting to the weather conditions.
Absolutely, and that's a struggle every golf course faces. There isn't a dome over the golf course, so when you do get 2.5 inches of rain like we did earlier last week, unfortunately, like you say, you're at the mercy of Mother Nature.
And now in terms of, I know that you're planning some improvements for this year, Tim, that will improve the playing conditions on the course for all of the players as the season goes along. Perhaps you could touch on a couple of those.
Absolutely. We have our spring aeration date scheduled for Monday the 28th. And what we're going to do with our spring aeration is we will again do the same aeration that we did in the fall with a quad tine setup, which actually removes quite a bit of material from the greens. And what we're chasing is a thatch layer that builds up in the greens that holds on to moisture and fosters disease. So the overall goal is to improve the long-term health of the greens. And what we've done for the past 3 years is we've switched to a USGA certified sand that improves pore space to allow gas exchange, but also firms up the greens quite a bit.
So it firms up, and basically you're allowing the green to breathe from underneath, right?
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. And the firmness of the greens is really what golfers want. I want to be able to walk onto a green and throw a golf ball directly down and have it bounce up to my knee. Because that way we're providing greens that are going to be a challenge to golfers, and golfers like to be challenged.
Yeah. Now, in terms of the fairways, I know you've invested in some new equipment this year.
Absolutely, we're hoping to take some new equipment in. We're going to have a new fairway mower, which will actually be a little bit smaller of a machine than we've had in the past, but it being smaller, it's lighter. It'll allow us to get into some areas that we haven't been able to mow before. We're also looking at a larger new rough mower that will float with the contours of the golf course much more. So it'll not only improve efficiency, but it'll also improve the overall end product of the golf course.
And these, as you break in and get to use this new equipment as the season goes along, this will actually help you to improve the playing conditions for the...
Absolutely.
I mean, I think what we're really looking for, we're all striving towards here, is for people to have a great all-around golfing experience, from being able to book the tee time more conveniently, to being able to get out and play on a Saturday or Sunday morning now, to having better conditions when they come out to play, enjoyable conditions. So when they walk off the 18th green, they really feel as though they've had a great morning or afternoon out on the golf course.
Absolutely. Part of our spring aeration this year too will be aerating tees, which is something that we haven't done for probably 5 or 6 years from what I can gather. And all of our aeration will be followed by a heavy overseeding, both on greens and tees, with selective new cultivars of grasses that require less water, so that our tees and greens are more drought tolerant.
Yeah.
They'll stay in better condition during the heat of the summer, and they'll also be more disease resistant, reducing our requirement for pesticides.
Which all leads to the better conditions.
Absolutely.
And I guess in terms of other investments we're making here at the course this year, Tim, in terms of manpower, I mean, you were forced to run the course last year without having an actual golf course foreman here leading the grounds crew, and we've been able to locate the funding to fill that position, which I know you'll be doing in the very near future. How much difference can that make? Not just having a foreman, but having an additional person out here on the course working every day?
Well, obviously more hands make lighter work, so that'll be a huge improvement. And having someone, a golf course can change in the matter of 2 hours in terms of the health and the playability of the golf course. And having someone out here with really trained eyes is only going to improve the golf course. Dollar spot which is a disease on greens and tees predominantly, it can pop up in the matter of an hour with the humidity and the dew point changing. And if we have someone that's able to see that, identify it, know the correct spray to put out, we won't be spraying to cure the dollar spot now. We'll be spraying to prevent it.
To prevent it. And we have not been in the position to do that in recent years.
That will be a huge improvement to the conditions overall.
And improving the conditions are, I think, something we've both made a big commitment to in terms of improving the golf experience here for folks who come out to play at DW. It's a beautiful, just talk a little about the course in general, Tim, because you've worked on a number of them. I mean, this is a mature track. I mean, it has a lot to offer.
It is. It's a gorgeous old track. It's a Wayne Stiles design. It's Stiles Van Cleet is actually the architect. So it's an older course. It was built in the mid-20s, but it possesses the classic architecture of golf. And obviously it winds its way through DW Field Park, which is a gorgeous park, and it is a challenging golf course. Yes, on the scorecard it is short.
Yeah.
It is a short par 70 golf course, but it is a challenging golf course. Well designed, and even the classic architecture holds up to today's technology.
Yeah, and I think one of the great things with Brockton having a municipal golf course like this, Tim, is we're able to make golf affordable for the residents of the city and obviously people in the greater Brockton area. I mean, you look around at what the greens fees are at other 18-hole golf courses, and holding the line on the greens fees again this year here at DW. This is the best bargain in golf in the Metro South area in terms of someone who wants to go out and play a legitimate 18-hole golf course.
Absolutely it is. We have held the line on pricing again this year. The addition of the Golf Now and being able to book online and our website, which will be dwfieldgolfcourse.com, to be launched here in the next couple of weeks. Sort of brings us into the 21st century here.
So some of the things, I think the preconceived notions that the golfing public may have about DW is that you can't get a tee time a week in advance, and that's just not the case anymore. We've changed that policy, so now you can book a tee time up to 7 days in advance. So if you can make plans on Tuesday to golf on Saturday and get your tee time guaranteed. And also the availability of Saturday and Sunday morning tee times. We've gone to a new system this year where we've opened up all those Saturday and Sunday morning tee times that weren't available in the past. So now it's important for folks in the Brockton area to know that you can go right online or call the pro shop and get a tee time booked for a Saturday or Sunday morning up to a week in advance. And now the golfnow.com, that's certainly exciting. You can be at work, supposedly working on your computer, booking a tee time for this weekend or for this evening after work.
Yep.
So improvements in the technology, improvements in the availability, and most importantly, keeping the prices very affordable here at DW.
Absolutely.
Well, we're looking forward to a great season here, Tim. We hope to have you on as a guest from time to time and update us with what's going on out here at the golf course. The winter has finally broken.
Finally.
We're getting, I think we had, March weather in April, but as May is just around the corner now, finally the weather is breaking. And I know over the Easter weekend we had some great traffic out on the golf course. So the folks are getting out there and getting out there on the course. And we'll look for great things here at the golf course this year.
I'm hoping for the same.
All right, Tim, thanks so much for joining us on Shoe City Scoop. We'll come back and we'll take a walk inside. Another one of the improvements here at the golf course this year is they've just reopened a newly refurbished snack bar area here in the golf course. So we'll take you inside to take a look at that right after a couple of quick messages.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
We're back here on Shoe City Scoop, broadcasting this week from the DW Field Golf Course, where we've moved it inside because we want to introduce to you Joe Sawaya. Joe, great to see you again.
Good to see you too, Bill.
And the all-new refurbished snack bar area here in the clubhouse. So all new equipment, all new furniture. Joe, it's you're back after a little absence and reopening with a whole new look here.
Yeah, we were here for 2 years prior, and we came back this year with the opportunity with the new equipment in, and the kitchen's nice and bright, and put tables and chairs in now so people can come inside and have a bite to eat. We're in the process of applying for the beer and wine, so hopefully in about a month we'll have that on the premise so that you can enjoy that and watch a little ball game or some golf, whatever's on for that day. And we hope to keep adding to the menu. We have burgers, hot dogs, deli sandwiches, snacks, chips, candy bars, fresh fruit cups we're going to have. So you'll have everything, all your Powerades and your sodas and your water. And eventually, like I said, we'll have the beer and wine in. So we'd like to get people for the tournaments. We'll do special menus for. If anybody has any suggestions, we'd be more than happy to accommodate them. We'll put together some different menus for them. And they can come up here, and after they golf, they can have a nice meal. And we look forward to taking care of everybody.
So so you're back doing, of course, folks from the Brockton area know you guys for years from the pub.
Oh yeah,
in downtown
years,
Brockton,
yeah.
and bringing that same great cooking up here now. Obviously, the menu is a little bit different at a snack bar at a golf
Absolutely,
club.
Yeah.
But the basics that the golfers are looking for, the burgers and dogs and sandwiches, you'll have those things
sure,
here.
Yeah, and breakfast sandwiches in the morning. On the busy days, we always have stuff ready for you. So when you make that turn at the 7th hole, you come in and you back out in 2 minutes, and you have your hot food, your cold food, your drinks, and you're onto the 8th hole, and everybody's happy, and the golf course keeps moving along.
So you're here serving breakfast in the morning for the early morning golfers,
Absolutely,
and then right
yeah.
into the lunch menu in the afternoon, through the, I guess, late afternoon, early evening, depending on the time of year.
Depends on the day and the weather and so forth.
Yeah.
We're here all day, 6 in the morning on the weekends and 6:30 during the week.
Now, you alluded a little bit to, and we're still working on this part, but now that you're back here doing the food service, we will be creating an opportunity for tournaments to host their reception after the tournament right here, and that's something we hope to have in about 30 days or so. But if folks are planning tournaments for this summer, they by all means should be getting a hold of you now, or when they're talking to Brian in the pro shop, have them let you know that you can offer a food package if they'd like to stay right here with the reception.
Absolutely, we can do steaks on the grill. We can do burger and hot dog specials. We can accommodate anything, kebabs, any special menu. Even if somebody wants Italian, we'll do anything that you want for your group. So
now, can we get a special with tabbouleh included?
we can do all that. Yeah. Tabbouleh,
the grape leaf special.
of course, anytime,
Well, the snack bar here has been completely refurbished, all brand new equipment. We've done some remodeling here in the dining room area also. So by all means, when you come out here to play golf at DW Field this year, be sure to stop in and have a bite to eat, either on your way out or stop by and have a bite to eat afterwards. And hopefully by June or so, we'll have the beer and wine license in here, which will be a big improvement also, be able for those that are so inclined to be able to stop and enjoy a cold one at the end of a round of golf.
Very good.
Joe, we're looking forward to seeing you here all season,
Alrighty,
and I'll be by for breakfast once in a while.
All right, great.
Now, I don't have to play 18 holes to come by and have breakfast,
No, anybody
do I?
can come in. Open to the public 7 days a week.
All right.
Right
Well,
to the whole season. So.
I'll be in for breakfast.
All right.
Hey, we're just about wrapping up our visit this week here to the DW Field Golf Course. Be sure to come on out, Book your tee time online at golfnow.com. Saturday and Sunday morning tee times are available. Come out and see the great new and exciting changes we're making here at the DW Field Golf Course. Be sure to check us out online, Shoe City Scoop. You can find us at youtube.com/Mayor Bill Carpenter, or find us every weekend on BCA Channel 12. That does it for this week. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week with Shoe City Scoop.